YouTube just cut us. Get him out of here. You have violated YouTube's non-alcohol reference. Pints.
Yeah.
We up again?
Huh?
I'll
go on to the Facebook page and here. Yeah, it's the last link that I put up. It has no writing, just a link.
We off?
Yeah.
And second half underway. Kick off by Thomond, knocked on by Shane Boyle from the restart. Thomond gather now on the Sligo 22. Thomond go wide. There's a new, nearly picked off by Mark Butler. Beautiful little interception.
Oh, you'd wonder, could he be in trouble? I'm actually surprised that there's no lads from Thomond shouting there.
Yeah.
For me,
So
if I was on the opposition, I'd be looking for another yellow card.
Roaring, yeah. Of course, that would be a straight red then for Marcus on the second. He was on his first already, yeah. Controversial. But knock on from the attempted interception by Mark Butler, and it's a Thomond scrum just at the Sligo 22. Oh, 10 metres, sorry. No, 22.
But again, Thomond I think they've made a change at 10. No, in fact, they've just brought in their fat winger.
Yep. He's a large man, isn't he? Deceivingly fast, I'd say. There's one way to find out, though. Let's see what happens.
Looking for a reset here in the scrum.
Referee having a word with the Thomond front row. Referee's having a word with the Thomond front row about not setting straight. Definitely feeling the pressure now. We've a change in the front row as well. Shane McGuinness on for Connor Mitchell. Shane McGuinness, another stalwart tight head. Great Carrick and Shannon man. There's plenty of power.
Carrick and Shannon, the capital of Mayo, huh?
That's it. A wonderful town, a wonderful town. Oh, early drive by Sligo. Free kick Thomond. They take it quickly. 8. Up to the fat winger again. Fat winger goes. Dropped again at the Sligo 22. They go out wide, pop back inside off a forward pack. Another forward pack is travelling around, but slow ball for them. The Thomond scrum half goes ops. There's a dummy runner, cuts back at the 10, cuts back inside to the centre. The centre is dropped. They make 0 yardage on that play. Scrum half again. Going to the 5. Thomond are getting absolutely no change, and there's nearly picked off on the ruck by Mike Wells. Unfortunately, Thomond just not getting any change out of any of their carries. Just the Sligo defence up very quick, not allowing Thomond to get any momentum. And we've
counter ruck
is good, but Thomond scrum just got a little bit too messy. The referee's off to go back for the scrum. What do you think of that, Frankie?
Like I tell you now, we're nearly being blown off the gantry here. Thomond will want to make these opportunities count, because one mistake and they're going to be right back in their 22 with this win. Mark Butler, or whoever it is, Mike Wells, Mark Butler is back on the pitch actually.
Yep.
Or Mike Wells is going to pin them right back into their 22.
That is for sure.
Thomond want to make hay when the sun comes out.
That is for sure. Now, like you're in the opposition 22, you've got to come away with something. It's so disheartening to get to go into the opposition 22 and come away with no points, which they've done on numerous occasions now. It's a credit to the Sligo defence, but possibly they should have went for a couple of penalties and restarted. Just edge it up a little bit. Like,
I'm surprised they didn't do that in the first half. You know, just get the scoreboard taken over. But sure, look, ultimately they need to be as successful as Elite Sports Video, PowerRight, and Fastcom, who are our sponsors today.
The success of these people is just the level of commitment and power they bring to their respective trades is unbelievable. I think it's a testament to Sligo and our sponsors that we all give 100% no matter what, like any day of the week.
It's no surprise that people as successful as them have aligned themselves with Sligo today.
That is for sure. That is for sure. I mean, success breeds success. Yeah. That is how we do.
Thomond have caught their breath again, so they're ready for another scrum. Let's see what they have to offer here. They've a scrum maybe 20 out from the touchline. They've brought their blindside winger in. Probably means the raid is going to pick around the corner, but let's see if they have any invention here. And here we go. Crooked pudding. It's like
great drive.
But Thomond get it.
And
once
great
again,
tackle by Mark Rooney.
Tackles are made by Mark Rooney.
wraps him up, just avoid
Thomond bring the forwards around the corner. And the first time when they might have a little few numbers. And Thomond are into the Sligo 22. And again, look for one out runners on his own. Put down by Shane O'Boyle.
There it is.
And
No numbers out
continue
wide.
to put the Thomond runners back.
Oh, they go for the little
pick and go. Thomond to within about 10.
Just playing classic Munster rugby here, just a little bit, just absolutely trying to muscle the way through, create something. And they're picking and going again. They're getting great change out of it. Sligo are still defending on the blind side, even though
Thomond
the whole
to
time
about 5.
The whole
he hasn't
time
released that ball, but the referee lets him away with it. Another one out runner.
Thomond have 7 players on 5 out here now. We've got their centre who runs. Ooh.
Thomond about 7 out now. Down in the clubhouse corner right in front of us. They've a 2-on-3 and they still try and bludger through.
That's it.
And they're surely in touch. They are in touch.
Yes.
They are in touch. There's no attention from this Thomond team. And they've given the throw away to Sligo.
What absolutely fantastic defence there by Sligo. Great awareness.
But it's comfortable. It's comfortable, D2. It's comfortable team.
That stands to our fitness now. I mean, Tommy Craddock's done great work with this team for our fitness. Every player is just able to make your tackle, bounce up, get back into the line. The communication is between the Sligo team. We know exactly where we need to be. It's absolutely outstanding, and Thomond are finding it very hard to break it down. We've got Shane O'Hare lining up here now for the line-out. Dropped it for the 4-man line-out. Matthew Cosgrove padding up at the front with James Wilson behind him and Kieran Cassidy behind him. Shane McGuinness at the front and Shane Boyle standing at scrum half. Matthew Cosgrove up the front, clean take, set it up for the ruck. Ryan Feely thinking about the box kick now. Setting it up now for a little pod. It's getting a little bit cleaner. Kuba takes it up now, makes his little yards. Get a nice clean ball for Sligo, maybe get a little bit more space.
And Ryan Feely will box us out of here. Feely with the box kick.
Brings
us up outside the 22. Great exit by Ryan Feely. And you've got to feel, is that the best that Thomond can throw at us?
Oh, cheers, Mike. No, you know, it seems that they've whatever tricks they have in the book, they need to bring them out now. If they can't leave it too late.
Just pull that.
They seem to be running out of ideas here, Frankie. I mean, we've got a Thomond line out now just outside the Sligo 22. If they're going to do something, they've got to do it quick. Otherwise, they're just going to find this. Oh, a great steal by Shane Boyle from the Thomond line out. Quick out the back to Mike Wells, who boots it downfield. Manu Packen chasing it now. It's anyone's race. Gathered up by their winger now, who's put down by Mark Rooney just at the halfway line. Great defence by Sligo. A huge exit. A great steal by Shane Boyle. Sligo penalty for Thomond going straight off their feet at ruck time. Easy 3 points here if they want it with that win behind them.
It is, and the beauty of today is that we don't need bonus points. We just need to win the game.
Just the winner or draw do us.
Yeah. Big shout from Ken O'Neill. He's seen that early there.
Did he? Ken O'Neill with the Hawkeye himself. They're going for the line out now. Mark Butler lines up to take it. He sends it. Oh, we have a Sligo line out roughly at the Thomond 22. This is where we want to be now.
Typical America. I was playing with him one day. He didn't see 3 points on offer. He goes, I didn't come here to kick points. I came here to score tries.
And then he knocked it on.
That is actually so.
Yeah.
A great opportunity now for Sligo here, deep into the Thomond half. We've got a 5-man line out again, widely spaced. Up in the middle with James Wilson. It goes over him, but gathered up by Matthew Cosgrove at the tail. Sligo ruck is set up now. The pod coming around. Kieran Cassidy puts his hand up to take it. Chopped nice and early. All we need to do is hold on to the ball down there. Ryan Feely now out to another pod here of James Wilson. James Wilson takes it up beautifully. Takes 2 defenders out of it. Patient rugby by Sligo now. And we go blind now. Mike Wells to Matthew Cosgrove, who just can't hang on to it. And we've got a scrum to Thomond just at the farce at the Thomond 22.
But again, that's not a huge issue for me, Chewy. You see where the gaps are. You can see when Sligo move the ball, the opportunities that they're creating. In contrast to Thomond, who looks so pedestrian in what they're doing.
It's just very predictable rugby. I mean, like, I know their win streak hasn't been great of late, but even I don't know how they've scored 51 points. I've heard, like, down there in Thomond, it was an absolutely electric game. It was only a late try that we pipped it at the end, 21-20, but this is nothing like the Thomond team we saw at the start of the season. They seem bored. They seem just, they can't really find their gear. Now, whether that's a testament to the Sligo defence not allowing them to play rugby, could be that, but they're going to have to do something quick, Frankie, otherwise it's going to be a bad day at the office.
I suppose the significance of that opening day result down in Thomond when these two sides met, 13-12 to Sligo, is huge today when you look at it.
Massive, massive. Considering how tight the league has been now, every point counts. I mean, it's a lot. Thomond had a lot of losing bonus points, which brought them up. I think it was 7 in total. Like, just getting those points away from games is vital. A great hit there by Mata. Oh,
knock on. Sligo on the counter attack. Ryan Feely puts the ball through.
Oh,
and he finds a great touch.
It doesn't hit touch. It bounced back in. No,
it finds a touch inside the Thomond 22.
There was a bit of confusion there with the touch judge. Didn't know whether to put his flag up or not. Cowboys, Ted.
I don't know. We're maybe 10 minutes into the second half.
10 minutes in, and we've seen Thomond's attack now. Now they're just on their back foot again, pinned down well deep into their own half. No idea what to do. It looks like
10 minutes into the second half with Elite Sports Video in conjunction with Power Right and Fastcom 2. I'm going to call it.
Yes,
Sligo going up.
They're going up. Is what it looks like, and maybe going up with a bonus point. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Oh, we'll be dancing on Castle Street again. Uptown girl.
It's looking like genuinely. I think it could be a whitewash today. I think Thomond might not score. I really can't see them scoring today. We've got a man down for Sligo, Manu Parkin, just getting his ankle seen to. He's had a bit of trouble with that in the past. So just slowing play down for the moment.
Manu's certainly grown into Sligo life.
Oh, hugely. He's just been a great addition to the culture. He's bought into it straight away. Huge player. Will give 100% no matter what. He'll do your dirty work for you. He'll hit your rucks. He'll make his tackles. He's at 100% tackle record today so far, and he's put in some amount of work. A huge addition to the Sligo side, and he's back running. I think he was just down for a breather.
Thomond put in defending on their own 22, and they're going to go to the back of the line out.
It's over.
They've overthrown it. Crooked.
Sligo.
Sometimes when you've got no options in your playbook, you try and force things.
It really is testament now to Kieran Cassidy and James Wilson putting such pressure on the Thomond hooker now that they have no option to go to the tail. The hooker has already missed a couple of throws, but 3 overthrows now he's had so far. His head game is gone. I think really now we've got to look at our set piece now. Every time we ping it down, there's a 50-50 chance we're going to get their ball. It's a great place for Sligo. It's ours to lose now.
Sligo scrum inside the Thomond 22. Right hand side of the pitch, clubhouse side of the pitch for those of you who know Hamilton Park. We're attacking the airport end as the wind continues to blow towards Ross's Point. Mate takes the ball into the centre, brushes 2 or 3 of them off. He's within 5 metres now, surely.
Here we go.
Sligo
knocked on by Shane Boyle.
A knock on, Thomond still tidying up,
downfield.
Play advantage and getting advantage and kick the ball back to the Sligo, into the Sligo half.
Advantage over now, Philip Carter at the tail, steps.
Philip Carter.
Oh, he's just caught by the 10.
Straggled. Sligo still have in their own half.
No.
But they've given away a penalty. Philip Carter perhaps not releasing the ball on the deck there.
Yeah.
Referee wants to have a word with somebody.
That was unfortunate. Now, if he had just gotten away, there was acres of space for him. But unfortunately, the Thomond 10 just got a hand to his jersey, held on to him. Reinforcements arrived. And Sligo under a lot of panic there. Possibly should have kicked it, but what can you do at the end of the day? He might have been confident in his kick, but I've seen him kick. He is a great kick. But if he thought it was on, it was on. So now Thomond have gone for the line out, just in the Sligo 22. This is, considering playing into the wind, they've had a lot of attacking opportunities this half.
This is the first time now that we see Ross Mannion, the Sligo coach, down walking underneath the Sligo sticks. Ross likes to have a walk about. He's in communication at the minute now with Paddy Pearson. I don't know what the two boys are talking about. I wouldn't be too worried if I was them. Maybe they're talking about substitutions.
Go on,
steal the line out.
Kieran Cassidy, a great steal from the line out.
Again, the Thomond set piece fails to fire. Mike Wells boots the letter around
and
the
Callum
ball.
Goddard chasing hard. It just bounces back nicely for the Thomond fullback. He gathered it up. Manu Parkin on him, and Callum Goddard and Mark Rooney swallow up that fullback. Sligo defence sets again.
That's Fitzy.
Is it?
Fitzy, yeah. Dermot Fitzgerald playing fullback for Thomond today.
Classic Fitzy.
Works in the library down in Limerick City.
And Thomond have numbers out wide now. They opt to go 10 on Matthew Cosgrove. They spin it wide. There's a man here with the Thomond second row out in the wing with acres of space, but swallowed up by Mike Wells. Dropped quick. The 9 goes. Oh! their prop just about held on to it. It bounced straight off his chest. The man was doing just too many bicep curls. Couldn't get his arms around.
O'Neill.
Owen O'Neill. Oh, and Toman spill it forward.
And Toman spill it. And the crowd in Sligo are starting to find their voice. I see Russell Boyle. He's urging on the supporters.
Absolutely wonderful stuff here. The whole crowd is behind Sligo now. It's so hard to travel to a place like Hamilton Park.
I can hear a few Ric Flair shouts down there as well.
Yes, of course. Ric Flair being Sligo RFC's spirit guide for this season and previous season. Just taking his never say die attitude and, of course, his nature boy flair. What else can you describe it as? Into the way we play rugby.
How's Rick's health?
He had a couple of scares there during the year, but thankfully he's okay now. Is the word in this year. He pulled through. Can't keep a good dog down.
Yeah.
Of course, this is also WrestleMania weekend. Of course, we can't forget that either. WrestleMania weekend, just tune in at midnight, everyone, folks. At least midnight here in Ireland, across the world. Of course, you have different time zones. Going to be a big one this year.
Kieran Cassidy receiving a little bit of attention, but he's back up on his feet. And he's about to scrum down for Sligo. Once again, it has to be said, Thomond haven't really threatened Sligo line yet. Some of their coaching team out during that break and play, trying to get a bit of a bounce off their boys. Doesn't look like happening at the moment. As Sligo set up an attack and move on their own 10-metre line off this put in. Ryan Feely to put in. Rock solid scrum by Sligo. Feely to Wells. To Fafita.
A wrap around to Mike again. Mike to Mark Butler. Mark Butler cuts back inside, straight into two Thomond players. Cleaned out again. Ryan Feely looking for quick ball. Snaps it back to Matthew Cosgrove, who chucks it up the centre. Plenty of Sligo players there to clean out. Ryan Feely now go wide again to another forward pod. Thomond look a little bit offside, just chasing it a little bit, but Sligo break the line.
Sligo.
And now we've got Manu Parkin again. Mata Fafita again. 2-on-1. Bounces through one player. Thomond trying to steal that ball quickly, but Sligo numbers are there to pass it up. Ryan Feely comes back inside to Kieran Cassidy, running a great line, but into two bricks of Thomond men. Ryan Feely goes, and we've got a penalty for Sligo for not rolling away. Ryan Feely goes
Feely's away! Feely's away! Feely's away! Feely's in the corner! It's a try for Sligo!
That's the bonus point. That is the bonus point.
That's the league. You can all go home. It's done. Division 2B rugby for Sligo next year. We're going to Club Royalty. We go to Ballymena. We'll be going to Corinthians. We could be going to Norwegians.
We're going all the way to the top ranking. There's only one way, and that's up. That's it.
And we won't stop until we go to Lansdowne Road, and we demand.
And we demand a rematch.
We demand
against Lansdowne again.
IRFU, and ultimately we're going Champions Cup rugby.
Guaranteed. It's a great display here by Sligo. Absolutely dominant in all aspects of the pitch. I'd even venture to say that most of the Sligo players are better looking than the Thomond players as well. Like, you can check them all out on their Instagrams. Fantastic looking group of men.
I can almost guarantee you James Wilson doesn't have an Instagram account.
But on average. Yeah. I'll make one for him. Yeah, but I'll just start taking photos of him. Grand.
Another misconversion from Sligo, from Mike Wells.
Well, of course.
Not the usual kicker though.
Not the usual kicker. Jack Keegan out with a hamstring injury. They kicked against last week against Malahide.
I understand the Keegan family are listening to us today.
Are they? Well, big shout out to the Keegos. Love you guys. David Heath on now, the absolute heat and fitness. One of the strongest men in Sligo Rugby Club.
Good friends with Mike Ross, he played against him last week.
Yes. Shane McGuinness with the clean up. Takes 3 Thomond men to put him down. Now it's just Carrick ignorance there. Been missing for a while, but it's good to have him back now. Ryan Feely to Mike Wells. Mike Wells, a skip pass out to Mark Feely. And Mata Fafita. And Mark Rooney has space in front of him. Races that way. No one in front of him. Philip Carter comes back and slides.
Oh, a big hit. But Sligo still at the ball in the Thomond 22. Launching pressure, but they give
a penalty to Thomond for going straight off the feet.
That's the hospitality we show here.
What an absolute electric comeback from Sligo. Straight away from the kick.
Oh, there's a huge. Oh, now.
Oh, and we've got handbags. Thomond Disciplinary is just starting to break down.
It's gone.
With their flanker, Matthew Cosgrove had dropped to the ground, and their flanker came in with an absolute drop of an elbow straight onto his head. It was the people's elbow, some might say. He was inspired by The Rock there that day. A wonderful display of wrestling, but unfortunately in rugby it's not ideal.
The discipline is completely gone here by Thomond. Completely gone. They took a quick tap on their own, went off, had a fair tackle, and all of a sudden now we're losing the league. We're not going up. So we'll fight.
Discipline is starting to break down, but I can understand the Thomond frustration as well. They're trying and getting absolutely nowhere, and they've run out of ideas. What do you do in their situation?
But it's not our fault. Don't ruin our day.
That's it. Well, if I was in their position, I'd ruin the opposition's day as well. Like, so let's be realistic here.
It's a poor show from a proud club.
Ooh, a very proud club, a great club, and the best of times. But just losing the run of themselves a little bit, the frustration getting through, and there's a real chance now that they might get down a red card, play with 14 men the rest of the game.
The Sligo boys are in a huddle here while the referee and the linesman have a chat. And surely the talk from Shane O'Boyle is just going to be
patience. Absolute patience.
Cool the jets, keep 15 men on the pitch.
Park the bus.
And we're on the pissing count tonight.
Absolutely, park the bus now is all we have to do. Get that handbrake up and sit back and watch the tries roll in. Thomond, they can't create anything now at the moment.
Well, they can create a yellow card or a red card for themselves here.
And that's
There's
all
a retaliation there from Thomond, which must go punished.
Ooh.
The referee is looking to speak to a Thomond player.
He's calling Shane Boyle over as well.
He's looking to speak to two captains. And Parkin by the looks of it.
Is that Parkin or is that Matthew Cosgrove?
It's Matthew.
It is Matthew. Of course, Matthew Cosgrove led to the Cosgroves of Central Maharaboy. A big shout out to them. And we have the decision is a yellow card for Matthew Cosgrove for tackling the Thomond player before he was 10.
Well. Also a yellow card for Thomond.
At least we have parity. A Thomond tactic here is to get so many men sent off that the match just get thrown away and replayed. Not a bad shot, frankly.
I can't see that working out now, Chewy. Seeing as we're live on the IRFU website.
Oh, what? Hi, guys.
No, we were meant to hook in with the IRFU website, but the boys were too busy writing P45s today.
That's understandable. It's understandable. But here we go. Has the penalty been reversed or is still a Thomond penalty? Still a Thomond penalty at their 22.
Penalty. Should have been reversed, but isn't.
Big let off for Thomond there. Absolutely electric Sligo attack. Oh, and he absolutely sends it flying into the crowd. That could also have been a bit of venom. He's going for the supporters.
He made about 5 metres off that kick there.
And with the Sligo line-out statistics as well. I mean, like we've stolen 2 of their line-outs now. Kieran Cassidy's a great day in the air. Like it's looking good. Oh, and it's gone over the top. Kuba on it. Crooked throw. Knock on Sligo. Thomond scrum.
And the game is entering into a bit of a scrappy period. It'd be interesting to know what the Thomond mentality is here. They're clearly not winning the game.
No, they're not, but they're playing for pride. And even
they've also a playoff next week.
They do have a playoff next week, so you'd want to worry about it getting any red cards, yellow cards, just in case. Like they've got to think about the bigger picture here now. Like.
You know, it's a similar situation for Sligo last year when they lost in Navan.
Yes.
You know, you really want to exit a game on a positive note.
Yes.
With the knowledge that you do have a semi-final to play next week.
Because you can never let yourself get heartbroken after a result like this. But I can't see Thomond coming back after this. If Thomond played Malahide, the same Malahide team Sligo played last week, Malahide are going to beat them 7 days of the week.
Speaking of heartbreak, have you ever had your heart broken?
Yes, when Shawn Michaels retired from the WWE, I was absolutely heartbroken. He came back, but the damage was done. I couldn't open myself up. I couldn't open myself up and get hurt again.
What age are you?
27.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Thomond put in, defending, scrum half goals. Lord pulled back by the referee. I don't know, the Thomond boys thought he was going to run the pitch from about 70 metres, and they're taking quick taps here now, and they'll be brought back again by the referee. The
referee is making an absolute farce of this game. He will not let it play. He just doesn't seem to, number one, give Thomond the amount of momentum they want, or the quick type of rugby they need to play at the moment to create something fast. And number two, he just seems very harsh on Sligo discipline.
Shane O'Hare is actually just taking a knock off the ball for no reason.
No better man to take a knock though. I'd be more worried about your man's hand than Shane O'Hare's head.
Contract negotiations currently underway with Shane for next season. He's mulling over an offer to go for Ireland's Got Talent here.
Has he?
Yeah.
And I think it's for line-out throws. He's going to do that for 15 weeks in a row.
It's for magic tricks.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, he can create something out of nothing. We've seen that today, that's for sure.
Yeah. We're here for the rest of the week.
This
folks.
is top-notch radio banter. Like. This is top-notch.
On TV.
What?
On TV.
Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting.
It's great to see some of the juveniles around the club today out in the AstroTurf. Not a sign of interest in the game whatsoever.
Oh, 0-0. They're thinking about their cup final now coming up next year, the year after. Like they have their eyes on their own prize, like
Yeah.
And that's where we like to keep it.
But yet, in 20 years' time, they'll still be in the clubhouse drinking pints saying I was there.
Oh, guaranteed,
Just like you.
No more than ourselves.
As the clock continues to run down, continues to tick down towards promotion for Sligo RFC.
The referee, of course, having a chat with the touch judge over that altercation between Shane O'Hare and the.
And the touch judge is coming in for another word. And Shane O'Hare has got a yellow card. Obviously, for hurting somebody's fist with his face.
Obviously.
I don't know if it's something he said, but clearly Shane O'Hare. And is there a red card?
Or give the man a red card.
A red card for Thomond. A red card for Thomond.
A red card for Thomond for punching him, and a yellow card for Shane for retaliating.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair.
A red card for Owen O'Neill, prop for Thomond for punching Shane O'Hare in the face. Shane O'Hare gets a yellow card for taking.
For being punched on the face. Well, he shouldn't have been in that position to begin with. Well, this is just turning into something farcical. So it's 13-13 here at the Air Hamilton Park.
Which can only be to Sligo's advantage.
That's for sure. That was one of their front rows gone down now, and of course our hooker off. So scrums will be interesting now. Any scrums could be an absolute lottery. Of course, we've got Ross O'Boyle and Conor Mitchell still on the Sligo bench to come onto the Sligo front row, the Thomond front row.
Ross O'Boyle is ready. He's got the headband on, although he's been ready, I think, since this morning.
No, he's been ready since the day he was born for today. This is what he's a big day player. We're going to see some absolutely amazing stuff here from young O'Boiler.
Ross spent a large percentage of his adulthood honing his skills in Australia.
Yes, is right. I'm pretty sure he was a good darts player over there. Hence
7 years.
7 years playing darts in Australia just to get his line-out technique perfectly perfect.
Mike Wells is going to kick for post here. Penalty Sligo. He must be about 30 out, 15 in from the touchline. A wind advantage into the airport end of Strand Hill. This ball could go to Bundoran. It's up and away.
And it's good!
And it is basically gone to Bundoran. The wind is that strong. And Sligo are out of sight, folks. They're out of sight. The next time they'll be caught is in 2B.
What's the score at the moment? We got the
20-0.
Yeah, close enough. No, 17-0. Then we got to try.
25-0.
25-0.
Well, hey, 25-0 Sligo. Thomond goes short with the kick. It's short and high. And it's not 10. It's not 10. David Heath wants to play it. David Heath wants to play it. David Heath plays it up on the Thomond 22.
Sligo have it again, the Thomond
Shane Boyle to Manu. Manu gets tackled just as he passes it.
It's going to be a Sligo scrum.
Sligo scrum. A Thomond knock on in the tackle on Manu Parkin.
Ross O'Boyle is on.
Ross O'Boyle is coming on now. Here we go for this scrum now. Who's coming off? Manu Parkin coming off, taking a breather, putting an absolute Spartan effort. A great day from Manu Parkin. Ross O'Boyle here now for the absolute surety of the scrum, and the Thomond sub-prop coming on now for this scrum as well. This could be anyone's scrum here, Frankie. This could be anyone's scrum.
I'd hazard a guess now to say it's either Thomond or Sligo. They're the only two options in it.
I love the pedanticism. Frankie.
Sligo scrum, middle of the park. Thomond half. Split attack. Feely, ball in. Solid Sligo scrum.
Shane Boyle picks
away. Feely's away. It's
a 2-1
for Mark Butler.
Has Goddard outside him. He has Goddard outside him. Goddard.
Stop short.
Just try time.
Woo! Sligo there.
That's 30-0 so far. Conversion to come.
Somebody go into town and get me an abacus because I can't keep up with the score. But all I know is Sligo are out of sight, and the next stop is Division 2B in the All Ireland League.
And yeah, it's been a great day. Sligo are just so dominant in all aspects of the pitch. It's been a huge day, and even the depth of skill coming off the bench as well. I mean, like David Heath slotting in there, beautiful take from him from the kickoff. It didn't go 10. They could have went for the scrum. David Heath said, "No, I want it." Heath and fitness in full effect. Ross O'Boyle there, the strong, shoring up the scrum there, creating beautiful opportunities. It was a 15-man effort all day. Niall Gray on at fullback as well here.
And it's beginning to dawn on the Sligo bench. It's beginning to set in that this is done. We called it up here, 20 minutes ago?
At least 20 minutes ago.
In reality, I could have called it this morning.
That's for sure. Conversion missed, so it's still 30-0.
Mike Wells keeps Thomond in the game and another miss kick.
Oh, there's a giddiness, there's electricity around Sligo now. The floodgates are opening. We can feel like we can score from anywhere, and we might just. Thomond get ready for the kickoff. They're packed very, very slow to come up to the line. They look crestfallen. They're absolutely shell-shocked. They have no answer to whatever Sligo are doing. The kick goes high and short again.
Get me back in the bus is all they want to be.
That's it. And Thomond take it. Thomond take it just at the Sligo side of the halfway line. The ball is spilled out of that ruck. They go wide to their 10, who cuts back inside to their winger. The winger swallowed up by Shane Boyle, drops him well, bounces out again. They go blind. They've got a 2-on-2. Ryan Feely on the opposite winger. Ryan Feely bundles him into touch, but the winger just offloads it away. An absolute Hail Mary of a pass. It's knocked forward. Knocked forward by Thomond. Sligo scrum at the halfway line. Great defence by Sligo.
Currently 13-0 to Sligo. You heard me right. 30 points to zip. We would have taken 3-0. We would have taken 6-0. And we are at the 30 points to 0. And we've got about 10 minutes to go.
I think a whitewash now is the cards. That's what we want. We want absolute dominance at this stage. We will not let them over, especially after the venom of the couple of ill-disciplined moments from Thomond. Sligo have vengeance now to them. They have an absolute passion to really send Thomond home without even a consolation score.
It's party time all right here in Hamilton Park. One of the biggest crowds I've ever seen. I think it's certainly up there with the Monavea crowd of maybe 10 or 12 years ago, if not even bigger. Sligo go wide again, look to attack at every opportunity.
A great linking play there by Mark Rooney, Niall Gray and Philip Carter, just gaining 10 metres out the back door. Shane Boyle punches his way forward, makes 5 metres in the tackle, head down, drive the legs. Ryan Feely out to Cuba. Cuba passes it. Mike Wells with a little chip through. Niall Gray is chasing it. He hasn't the legs. It bounces back over the dead ball line. It'll go back for a scrum from where it was kicked, which is just at the Thomond 22. Creating things from anywhere, Mike Wells, an absolute magician.
His performance last week was one of his best for the club.
Oh, fantastic.
Absolutely outstanding. And it's moments like his drop goal last week that have allowed days like today.
Yes, 100%. His drop goal last week under serious pressure. The score was 27-26 to... So we're just getting a little bit of lag here on the video, folks. We have a Thomond scrum here in the centre of the pitch. And we're getting underway. Still 13-on-13. Ryan Feely telling Matt Fita about the Thomond movements.
34-32, I believe the score was last week.
At the end of the day.
Mike's kick. But it's and Thomond's first proper attack of the season is put down on the Sligo 10-metre line, and it's another put into Sligo. The Sligo defence has been absolutely dominant today.
Absolutely immense. Chopping the big boys, going high on the small lads, squeezing the arm, just little bits of judo we picked up from Dermot O'Dowd Hill, just allowing us that really tight level of attack. Believe that those tight tackles are vital. If you can cause a man's arm to drop, he's going to spill the ball forward, scrum all day.
Kuba's off.
And Kuba comes off to a huge applause from the throngs of Sligo supporters. Dr. Mitchell is back on.
That's it. The doctor is in.
I tell you, even though I paid a £5 in today for this, I'd nearly pay a tenner to see the Sligo attack against the Sligo defence.
Sure.
They've been that impressive, both of them. Once again, folks, Elite Sports Video, Power Right, Fastcon, and Sligo Rugby Club, all together in success today for this live feed.
Scum there just not setting correctly, and the referee is going back. I think Sligo's dominance in the set piece has really brought their platform up. It's really created the opportunities for today, Frankie.
Hugely.
Yeah.
Another set piece for Sligo, under 10 metre line. Clubhouse corner, defensively, Feely puts in, but they'll attack again. Wells.
Oh, Fafita who gets into
off,
space.
He says. Get off.
And he's gone. He has space.
And the fullback is the only man left to push. He's given it to Goddard. Goddard is in.
And that's Goddard's second of the day. He'll want the hat-trick now. 35-0 to Sligo.
And it's almost to say, Mike Wells, you won't hit another kick today. He runs into the corner and he puts the ball down. Mike Wells won't have an easy kick here.
He's of course preparing for the Tullamore Sevens now, which we are looking forward to now in the month of July. We're just getting the try aspect of things down first.
What year?
Oh, this year.
Okay. Mike Wells about to attempt another conversion as Paddy Pearson asks for a ball. Mike Wells asks for a ball, it's kicked on. 35 points to 0. Did anybody think it was possible?
Waking up today, I thought it was going to be close. I genuinely thought it would be close. This Thomond have no answers to Sligo defence. They just can't create anything.
Not one answer. 35 points to 0 it currently stands. There mustn't be a lot of time left on the clock. Mike Wells has the ball. He's on the 5 metre line. Clubhouse side of the pitch. Airport end of the ground. The wind is completely died as he lines up.
Sligo herself holds her breath.
But Sligo 37 points to 0. Wells kicks
Mike Wells a great kick.
It on its way.
He got one! He finally got one! Go on, Mike!
37 points to 0. It's over, folks.
It's over!
Sligo have won AIL 2C. The first time the club have ever won an AIL league in the history of the competition.
Here we go, all the way up.
There's wild scenes here. There's wild scenes as Sligo celebrate. And in fairness to the boys from Thomond, they're either coming up for a fight or they're coming up to shake hands. And it looks like they're coming up to shake hands. They have another day to play.
A great day for Sligo, Frankie. An absolutely fantastic day. This is history in the making. Everyone remember now, where were you when Sligo won the league, the AIL league? This is an absolutely phenomenal achievement by this young Sligo side, and it's only going to get better. It's only going up from here, Frankie.
Well, it has to. Like this is the curve we've been on for the last 10 years or so. Continuously moving forward.
Continuous improvement.
And these are great scenes now. We have friends, family, kids on the pitch, and look, it's a great day for the club, Chewy.
That's it. I think it's as Des Cosgrove said at the start of the year, the 5 C's of Sligo Rugby Club: commitment, continual improvement, and all the rest of them. His exact words.
Well, look, at the start of the day, we had the EPF, Elite Sports Video, Power Right, and Fastcom, and they have brought us the live feed today, Chewy, and we've a lot of thanks for them.
Oh, huge thanks for them. I mean, the resources they bring to the club allow us to reach a much wider audience and give the people of the world what they want. A Sligo victory, a Sligo promotion, and a Sligo session, folks. Here we are. The Thomond team is absolutely heartbroken. They're shell-shocked. My heart goes out to them. It really does, Frankie.
Look, they have another day in the sun. They have a game next week. You know, they have an opportunity to join us in 2B next year. Personally, I don't think they will. I don't think that performance today is anything near good enough to go through the playoffs. But look, they have another day to fight. And unfortunately for them, they're going to be training during the week for a game next week. Probably away from after hiking today.
Yeah, that is for sure now, Frankie. It's absolutely heartbreaking for the lads. I can honestly say they were probably geared up for this. They knew this was their league final. much like ourselves last year down in Navan, it's so hard to gear yourself up after a loss like that. You're mentally so focused, you're so drilled into this one game, and you're told you have one more, you don't have anything left in the tank. This Thomond side, they're shell-shocked, they're shadows of the men they were. They're like the soldiers coming home after World War I. They were just in a trench fight, but unfortunately we had the artillery airstrike.
What can you say to that?
I can't say anything to that. The Thomond boys are down in the corner, down the clubhouse corner now, waiting to clap their Sligo lads off. They're probably going to be waiting a few minutes, to be honest, because I don't know. We must be looking at 5,000 people on the pitch at the moment.
At least, I'm no good at judging crowds, Frankie, but I'd say there's at least 2 million people here. Okay. At least.
Yeah. I'd say approximately 5,000 are on the pitch at the moment. There's absolutely wild scenes here in Sligo.
So Justin Hart is absolutely sweating at the bar. He's just terrified now everyone's going to come in thirsty.
Yeah. No, we're waiting for the Sligo boys to come down. There's still a few lads walking. I see Shane O'Boyle now, talking beards with a fella from Thomond.
All right, it's great.
As they come in. It's great scenes here, it really is. Shane is trying to bring his team down. I'm sure he acknowledges that the Thomond boys just want to get back into the dressing rooms. And he's trying to call his troops down. I personally can't wait to get into the bar.
My God, I'm genuinely worried about tonight. I think Sligo might shut down tonight. It's just going to be absolute chaos. I mean, like, it's just as big as Philadelphia winning the Super Bowl this year. This is just unbelievable now. This is history in the making, witnessing here, folks. This is from all parts of the globe. Thank you for listening. This has been an absolutely amazing day. Thank you for joining us and joining Sligo RFC on the journey to AIL 2B. And once again, folks, signing off here, brought to you by Elite Sports Video, Powerlight and Fastcom. Michael McMorrow signing off.
And Frankie Feeney signing off also. Enjoy the night, folks.